So, ito yung website ko. Then, makikita nyo dyan na lesson Ethernet cabling tsaka network card. So, our topic today is Ethernet cabling. So, pasensya na hindi ako nakagawa ng PowerPoint dahil sobrang busy para mag-print ng mga modules para sa mga walang tablet. Okay, let's start. So, Ethernet cabling connects network devices like modems, routers, and adapters. So, itong cable na to yung ginagamit natin sa basic network kahit din sa bahay natin. So, yung modems, yan yung sa mga telephone, papunta sa router. Okay, gumagamit tayo niyan. Then, routers, papunta naman sa PC natin. So, example nun is yun yung mga blue na cable, makikita nyo, yun yung Ethernet cable. Blue or gray, may ganong kulay. So, pag blue, usually Cat6. Then, pag gray naman is Cat5. Next is adapters. Yung adapters na sinasabi dyan is yung adapters na meron tayo sa laptop and meron tayo sa sa desktop. So they send data using the Ethernet protocols. There are 8 color-coded wires in cabling. So ito yung makikita ninyo. So combination siya ng solid color at yung meron din na white, then another color. For example, white-green, green, white-orange, blue, white-blue, orange, white, brown, and brown. Ganun siya binabasa. Then, it is a twisted pair. So, yung green and white-green is laging nakatwist yan. Pag kinat nyo yun, yung cable ninyo, mapapansin nyo, nakatwist. Then, ang gagawin ninyo is i-untwist ninyo kung gagawa tayo ng cable. So, anong difference ng straight and crossover? Anyone? Pwede mag-raise ng hand. Based sa nabasa ninyo, anong difference ng straight through and crossover cable? Sino nagre-raise ng hands? Hindi ko nakikita. Sige, magsalita na lang.
Ma'am,
Yes, Mark.
straight through cable po. Ginagamit niya po yung gumagamit po siya ng parehas na wire diagram sa tigkabilang ends. And then ginagamit po siya para mag-connect ng magkaibang device. Yung sa crossover naman po, gumagamit siya ng magkaibang wire diagram sa tigkabilang ends. Then ginagamit po siya para mag-connect ng parehas na device.
Okay. So, ang straight through wiring is parehas. Tama yung, ulitin ko lang ha. So, tama yung sinabi ni Vargas na ang straight through is ginagamit siya sa magkaibang device. So, for example, dito is switch to router, switch to PC, or hub to PC. Okay? So, pag PC to PC, switch to switch, or router to router, parehas na device, ang gagamitin nyo, ibang sets of wirings naman ang gagamitin ninyo. So, ang tawag doon is crossover cable. So, doon sa TC5, ito yun eh, TC5, T568A, itong set A is hindi magbabago. Ang pagkakaiba niya is yung T568B. Ito. So, i-compare natin. So, dito kay straight through, nag-start siya sa white-orange, orange, white-green. Okay? So, yung 1, 2, 3, mapapansin ninyo, magkaiba dito sa 1, 2, 3 ni crossover. Kasi white-green, and white-orange. Then, yung 4 and 5 is hindi nagbago. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo last time na ito yung mga grounded wires. Kahit hindi ito yung umilaw, hindi umilaw siya sa tawag natin dito, sa tester, is gagana pa rin ang cable ninyo. Okay? Next, 6, 7 naman tayo is green and white, green. Then, yung 6 naman dito is orange. And 7 and 8, parehas na naman sila, white, brown, and brown. So, another grounded na wires to. Ulitin, kahit hindi siya umilaw sa tester is okay lang. So, alin yung mga grounded? 4, 5, 7, and 8. Okay? So, yun yung, huwag kayong kabahan, ma'am, hindi umilaw yung number 4, yung number 5, or number 7 or 8, okay lang. Kasi gagana pa rin siya. So, ang importante lang na part dito sa mga wirings natin is 1, 2, 3, and 6. Okay po? So, how to make an Ethernet cable? So, ito yung video. Video muna tayo.
Own network wires? Stay tuned and I'll show you how. In order to make your own network wires, you're going to need a few things. First, you'll need an RJ45 crimper. Next, you'll want some kind of rotary network wire cutting tool. Now, you'll need a sharp cutting tool, like a pair of scissors. Optionally, a network wire tester, an RJ45 connector head, some network wire, and last but not least, a bit of practice. The first thing you're going to want to do is put about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of wire into the rotary cutting tool's groove and rotate the tool 1 revolution in order to cut the outer plastic shielding. You should now have 8 exposed wires with different colors and patterns. The first thing you want to do is separate these wires by colors: orange, green, blue, and brown. You will see that each color has a solid colored wire and a striped colored wire.
Wait lang ha, may pumasok sa ano.
If you look at this diagram, it shows you exactly how these wires need to be arranged for a network wire. So simply put, take your time and order these wires in a row based upon the colors in this image. Something to note, network wires need to be trained like hair. They spend a long time in one position and you're forcing them in a different order. So don't be afraid to pull on them, bend them back and forth. Basically, whatever's necessary for you to get those wires to stay in the order you arrange. Once you wrangle the wires into the correct order, check the length of the exposed wire. Are any of them a bit longer than the others? If so, you must trim all the wires straight. Once all the wires are ordered and trimmed, you must now insert the wire into the RJ45 connector. With the orange side of the wire on your left and the network jack terminals facing up towards you, slowly insert the wires into the jack. Try your best to get all the wires into the connector without them switching places. It's a good idea to inspect the wires through the clear connector before you crimp to not waste a connector. If everything looks good, then it's time to crimp. Keep in mind though, the connector doesn't hold the wires in place until it's crimped, so be sure to hold the connector on the wires as you fit it into the crimper. The crimper has a slot specific to the RJ45 connector, so simply push the connector into the slot fully and then squeeze the crimper until the wire has been crimped. Typically, the crimper will either unlock itself or make a noticeable popping sound when you have crimped the wire. Now, let's see how we did in our network wire tester. 4 green lights means everything is communicating perfectly. And there you have it, the basics to making a network wire. Hopefully this video has helped you. And as always, guys, if you like what you see and you want more,
Okay. Alam ko, lahat naman kayo is nakagawa na ng, ay halos lahat pala. Yung mga sa private, hindi ko alam, galing sa private, hindi ko alam kung nakagawa na kayo. So, ano yung mga common mistakes pag gumagawa tayo ng UTP cable or RJ45? Ay, sorry. Ethernet cable. Anyone? Hindi pa ba kayo nakakagawa, Vargas?
Gawa na po last year.
Okay, sige, Vargas. Ano yung mga common mistakes?
Common
Kahit
mistakes.
isa lang. Bakit?
Yung first step po, marami nagkakamali. Pero sinabi po ni ma'am yung pagtatanggalin na po yung insulator, yung iba po medyo malaki yung mahaba yung pagkakatanggal, yung iba po kulang yung pagkakatanggal.
Okay. So, anong nangyayari? Kunyari, sobrang, maiksi. Anong nangyayari?
Hindi po nako-connect ng maayos sa RJ45. Tapos pag mahaba naman po masyado, may exposed wire po doon po sa labas ng connector.
Okay, very
Hindi
good.
rin po maganda.
So, yun yung mga common, yung pagpuputol pa lang or pagtatanggal pa lang ng balat. Ano pa? Anyone? Hindi nyo na matandaan? Yes, Navo.
Ma'am, yung sa akin po personally, yung pag-prepare po ng yung sa wiring diagram, yung colors po ng wires. Meron po akong isa na mali ng pair dun sa kabilang end kasi crossover po yung wiring na ginawa namin. So, nung tinry po siya ni ma'am sa tester, may number po na hindi umilaw. Ayun po.
Okay. So, may ganun na pangyayari. So, yung pag-a-arrange pa lang ng wiring is dapat maayos na. Pero nga, minsan yung tester, sinasabi niya na hindi gumagana dun. Pero pag tinest niya naman sa PC, is gagana siya. So, hindi rin tayo pwedeng mag-rely masyado dun sa tester. Ano pa? So, yun naman yung common. Usually rin is yung paglalagay sa RJ45. Minsan, konti yung pagpupush ninyo. Hindi sagad yung pagpupush. Dapat kasi, wala kasi akong RJ45 dito, is dapat dun pa lang sa top ng top ng RJ45, makikita nyo na yung pinakadulo ng cable. So, yun. Jervin, ano ulit yung mga materials na kailangan natin sa paggawa ng Ethernet cable? Jervin, nandiyan ka ba? Okay, start muna tayo kay Alvarez. Ulit po, ano po yung mga materials na kailangan natin? Kahit isa lang muna. Alvarez Clary. Shane ba ba?
Ma'am, yung crimper po.
Ano po? Sorry.
Crimper po, ma'am.
Crimper. Next, Osho. Next, Chua.
RJ45
Sorry po, ma'am. Ano po yan?
Osho, ano yung materials? Sinabi na crimping tool and RJ45. Ano pa?
Cutter po.
Okay, cutter. Next, Luis, ano pa? Del Mundo. Yung pinaka-importante.
Cat5 or Cat6 cable po.
Okay, very good. And also last, gravador.
Network tester po.
Okay, very good. So, yung mga steps, pwede nyo yan makita naman do sa binigay kong lecture. Ano yung mga steps ng paggawa ng cable. Ayan. Next is, what is the 5S system? Please read. Jervin, nandiyan ka na ba?
Okay na po, ma'am. Nagloko lang po yung mic.
Okay, sige, please read what is 5S system. 5S,
5S system is not simply a list of an action items. It is an integrated concept of action, condition, and culture. The nature and implication of each S needs to be understood as follows.
okay. So, meron tayong 5S. Para saan ba ang 5S? Anyone? Anyone, para saan ba ang 5S? Kit?
SS po.
5S.
5S. Okay. Lang po. Yung 5S po, say resort is an action to identify and eliminate all unnecessary items from your workplace. Say wait lang po. Hindi ko po mabasa. Satan, sympathize, is an action to put every necessary items in good order. Say so, sweep, is an action to clean your workplace thoroughly. Siketsu, sanitize, is a condition where high standard of good housekeeping is maintained so that there is no dust and rust everywhere. Kitsuke, self-discipline, is a condition where all members practice accordingly. It is a culture.
Okay, para saan ang 5S? Based sa binasa mo, Kit. Sa tingin mo para saan siya?
Paano i-take care yung sarili mong workplace.
Okay, very good. Okay. So, ito yung dapat natin sundin or step by step para makondisyon or maging maayos ang isang workplace. Okay? So, ito yung video. 5S methodology. Okay. Please explain, Manawag, what is the first S, which is sort, based sa video.
Sa sort po, inaayos mo yung workplace, tinatanggal mo yung mga hindi kailangan, tapos tinitira mo lang yung mga kailangan mo. Kasi nag-occupy din ng space po yung mga hindi kailangan. Saka magmumukhang madumi yung workplace kung maraming bagay, tapos yun yung kailangan.
Okay. Very good. Next, second S na tayo. Wait a minute.
So yung second S po, sabi po dito sa video na mag-set ng place for objects na kailangan, and then yung mga objects na rarely lang ginagamit, yan yung specifically yung hot and cold objects. Kasi po, kapag yung mga madali nating kapag naka-place lang sa isang lugar yung mga usually nating ginagamit, mas madali natin silang mahahanap and hindi time consuming masyado. And mas malinis din po tignan yung workplace if gano'n.
Okay. So, meron tayong hot and cold. Ano pagkakaiba ng hot objects and cold objects?
Yung hot objects po yung mga gamit na palagi natin ginagamit, while yung cold objects naman po yung mga rare o minsan lang na ginagamit.
Okay, very good. Next. The third is. Okay. Ano yung shine? Papalikpik.
Wait lang.
Simply shine.
Ma'am, linisin po yung workplace, ma'am. Sweep po. Ganon. Walisin yung mga kalat para po hindi siya makaapekto sa work mo po. Para maging malinis po yung workplace.
Okay, next. Okay, 4S. Reyes.
Yung 4S po, ito na po yung pagme-maintain ng workplace para po hindi po siya sa una lang maayos. Kailangan po ma-maintain po natin ang pagiging maayos ng workplace, yung wala pong dust, wala pong nakakalat na objects, at mababalik po lahat ng mga gamit na nagagamit natin usually.
Okay, next. Okay. Medyo magulo yung pagkakasabi doon sa 5. Number 5 is shitsuke or self-discipline. Tabano, explain. Tabano, nandiyan ka?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, sige.
Ano nga po ulit yun, ma'am?
Yung number 5 is self-discipline or sustain. Ano ibig sabihin nun?
Ay, yung ano po, ma'am, like, yung ito-sustain po yung kung ano na po ba yung ginawa po, kung okay na po or hindi pa po okay yung magkakagawa po.
Okay. Yasmin, paki-clear nga yung sinabi ni Tabanaw. Ano ang self-discipline or sustain?
So, yung pagkakaroon po ng self-discipline is hindi lang po siya importante sa mga ganyang klase pong situation. So, yung self-discipline po is sobrang importante po yan sa pang-araw-araw po natin na buhay. Kasi hindi po natin maisasagawa yung isang bagay na maayos kung hindi po tayo magkakaroon ng disiplina na mismo pong nagagaling sa sarili natin.
Okay. So, ang gagawin mo is yung 5S or yung 4 hanggang 4S is ginagawa mo na siya palagi. Okay? So, hindi ka na magkakalat kasi isipin mo na isusort mo pa, laging nakasort yung mga gamit mo. So, hindi mo, may iwasan mo na yung pagkakalat doon sa workplace na yun. So, a condition where all members, hindi lang ikaw, pati yung mga kasama mo doon sa office or sa bahay, practice accordingly. It is a culture. Okay, hindi na siya task, parang kusa mo na siyang ginagawa. Okay, so yun yung 5S. Bakit parang iba yung mga words? Ito is kasi is mga discipline na nanggaling. Yung 5S system is galing sa Japan. So alam niyo naman na sa Japan, sobrang ayos or disiplinado talaga sila. So, yun yung 5S. So, alam ko may tanong doon kung paano mo i-apply sa learning task natin. Paano mo ma-apply ang paggawa ng Ethernet cabling using the 5S. Nandun sa learning task. Okay, next. Wait a minute. Pasensya na ha. Medyo ano tayo. Next natin is week 5. Medyo madali lang naman. Kasi yung ibang steps naman is papanoorin ko lang kayo ng video. Okay. So, network interface card na tayo. Bakit ganun? Wait lang guys.